When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
On the ground with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And hold up just a second as we check on the injured player. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield to get the tackle for once.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Falcons offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Austin Novosad. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them. Available and not force things. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Sims. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get... About the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The run inside. It's Collins. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. This time he wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Collins. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting...
Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either. And that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's sharp. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. The Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Complete out left to Wilson. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Collins. Makes it past the marker. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. This first half of won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Caught behind the line. It's Burrell. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Caught by Williams on the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. There's a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before the half.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sacramento State. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on. Saw it right there.
And there's 2 thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Dangerous screen into traffic. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Falcons.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Running inside, it's Curtis. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go right back to it. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Quick release by the QB. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 30. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Curtis. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Running to the left. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Just feeds the running back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Here's a little room there. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 10 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Sooners who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Bowling Green. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Dwight L. Perry Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Checking in with Coach George at the half, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The running back takes his track off right tackle here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Wow, that's a really nice catch, especially considering it comes from a running back. Quarterback's got to do a better job being more accurate with that. You got to know he's not a receiver, right? It's not his natural form. They don't make awkward body catches as gracefully as some of these other guys, and it's sometimes harder for them to stay on his feet. Let him work. Get him the ball in the chest. Nice job bailing out his QB, but the QB's got to return the favor.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Ridley. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it right on the field. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Falcons go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun. Oh, they're after him. Floats it out in space. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he makes the extra point.